Little Nemo the Dream Master is another awesome licensed game by Capcom for the NES. At the time of its release, this was a winning combinations. See DuckTales, Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck, etc. This, of course, is not an exception. The gameplay is fun. You feed candy to animals, then use them, in a very Kirby-like fashion, to find keys all around the levels and continue on. Each animal naturally does something different. Fly, climb walls, jump impossible heights. Only a few animals can kill enemies, which is still an improvement since Nemo can only stun them using his candy. Some animals also temporarily increase your health bar, so you'll want to have one most of the game. They're always found at the same spots and regenerate if that spot leaves your screen. This game seems to embody childhood. First off, you're a kid running around a fantasy land. Even with everything trying to kill you, it's still a joy simply to be there. The magic of it all sort of stems from the locations you're in. A giant mushroom forest, a toyland, a cloud city, etc, etc, 8 levels of wonder. The music also supplies a great deal of the mood. It's fun and lighthearted. It makes it so that no matter how frustrating a moment might be, you can't really get angry for long. Another area that captures the mood is the colors of the game. It has a lot of purple and aquamarine, neon type colors. It gives a feeling for the surreal nature of what a dreamland should be. The levels can be challenging, since you do need to cover most of the map to find all the keys to move on. You have possibilities of non-linearity, but generally there seems to be an order in which most of the levels can be figured out, i.e. you need the bee to get to the end, you need the lizard to get to the bee, you need the gorilla to get to the lizard. It's kind of like a puzzle figuring out the order of things. This reminds me of DuckTales, in the way that you can adventure around, but there's still really only one path to the end. As for figuring out the path, it can be a little challenging. But once you start getting into it, it becomes simple. This brings me to the challenge rating of the game. I've heard a lot of people complain about how difficult this game is. For a game starring a little boy, it's harder than would be expected. But is this horribly out of reason? No! This is far from being the most difficult game on the console. Sure, it's not as easy as other child-oriented games, like Felix the Cat or DuckTales, once again, but it's definitely not as hard as Star Tropics, Batman, or even Mario. It still offers a challenge, without being a cakewalk to anyone. This game is simply fun. It embodies childhood in almost every aspect of the game. Like most Capcom games of that time, it's unique and original, even though it's based off of a movie based off of a comic. If you enjoy most platformers like Kirby, Mega Man, or the licensed Capcom NES games that I mentioned earlier, this game is a must-have.